Good evening, ZSR. Welcome on into another exciting tournament match. We got lower bracket round 6. It's Flouflouche versus Icola. And on commentary today, we got Carlson and Bob Tastic. How are you two doing?
I am doing just fine. Thank you. We're going to step on each other here. That's what we're going to do.
Take it away.
Hello, Carlson Peters for entire name there. I'm going to say Carlson the whole time. My name is Dr. Bobtastic. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this match here on ZSR2 between Icola and Flouflouche. This is the Losers Bracket Round 6. The winner of this facing off against Sponge in Round 7, and there's only just a few runners left in this tournament. We're kind of getting down to the last little bit here.
Yeah, it is. We are getting into it. This is the number 1 seed against the number 14 seed today. Winner facing the number 2 seed. So yeah, they're very good runners.
Yep. And you got the top seed down here in the losers bracket, which given the fact that it's a single elimination, anything can happen on any given race. It's not surprising that could happen, but Icola's fought back to get here, and I don't, no one doubts the skill level of either of these two runners.
No, not at all.
All right. So the run is set to begin in about 3 minutes here on stream. So it's going to be a little bit before we get started. But just to remind everybody what the settings are for this particular season, we're, again, of course, using the standard rule set. Used to be called the accessible rule set. Became sort of the standard racing rule set. Because it is a little more accessible than some other things. The main difference is, it's still the 6 medallions to cross the Rainbow Bridge. But the main thing this time is the setting with the chest size matches contents, where you're able to look at a chest and tell whether it's going to have something particularly relevant for your run. Now, what that ends up doing, really, is causing the run to end with way fewer hearts. That's what it does.
Yep. Depending on, if Volvagia is required, then that's, runners are going to need 5 or 6 hearts to get through that fight. But other than that, there's nothing else you need. Bomb chews are also in small chests, so typically earlier in the race we'll see them opening them, looking for some explosives for maybe to get some autologic checks and getting their hearts up a little bit. But after that, they'll be skipping as much as we can. We are seeing the start here. So we've got Goron Ruby and Song of Storms with a child start, it looks like.
So we will be having to clear 6 of the 8 remaining dungeons before we can complete this seed. We have no idea which ones yet. Once our runners get access to that information, then we'll be able to fill you in.
Yep, and of course there is always the chance of an all dungeon seed if something, a song you need is locked behind that Ocarina of Time, then...
Yep, very true.
Anything can happen.
All right, so looks like about a minute before the race proper gets started. Hope everybody is hyped up for this race. It's going to be a great one.
Sure. Last time, we didn't talk too much about the stat screen while it was up, but these two have faced each other once before, back in September, and Icola won by just 2 minutes. So they are It's going to be a good match. Yeah, good luck to the runners. Getting started in 3 seconds.
All right. Looks like we start at the Temple of Time. So much for that child start. It basically might have been an adult start if you really wanted to. Okay, Water Temple is foolish. Deku Tree is on the way to Twin Rova. Lost Woods is foolish.
Lost Woods Foolish is very nice.
And I believe it said something about the Ice Cavern final chest being garbage.
Yes,
or it was Choose, I
Choose.
think, which is not technically garbage, but no.
But you're going to be hard-pressed to...
All right, so Flu taking an interesting route here, going for the hint in Hyrule Castle. Got Unfreezing King Zora is a red rupee. He's going to go ahead and grab the skull as well, because I imagine people are just like, nah, we're just going to do skulls, because we know it's going to be skulls.
Yep.
All right, and Icola getting together some funding for the adventure, as looks like he's headed for Lon Lon Ranch, which is a particularly useful play here. There's a song there. There's an item there. There's 2 items there.
Yeah, you're pretty much always going to want to go and grab that song for the child section. I mean, I think, especially with warp songs, shuffled in among there, it gives you a lot of mobility very quickly.
Absolutely.
If you get lucky with some good warp songs.
In before Song of Time or something.
You never know.
Challenge Chicken's not messing around today. Alright, Flouflouche went for the full complement of 99 rupees before heading to Lon Lon, which is perfectly reasonable. I think especially since, as a child, one of the things you might want to do is head over to the forest and check the, Mido's house and all that mess. And, there's some forest scrubs in there. But I guess the Lost Woods is dead, so don't pay any attention to me.
Yeah, I'm guessing we'd see after completing Lon Lon, save quitting back to adult, but...
Oh, it is Song of Time!
That's a song. There's some checks.
Yeah, they're mostly kind of buried in the logic, though, is the thing.
Got one last check in the back house.
But yeah, the other reason you might head to the Lost Woods is, even though Woods might be dead, there's still a song over there, right?
That is true, yeah.
So yeah, we got Icola doing the save and quit here. I would not be surprised to see just an adult play, but...
Yeah, I think so. You get all your dungeons, which is, helpful to know for your routing. Plus, adult has it's a free song, CAC, and a lot of checks you can do there and in Graveyard.
Sounds about right.
Looking for some good items before starting on figuring out what to do next.
All right, Icola going adult at 3.25 minutes or so. And we will get to see our medallions.
Rush Ice. The first call from Rush Ice in the chat.
So we have Forest has the light medallion, Deku Tree with the forest medallion, Fire medallion on Water Temple, Jabu has the water medallion, Twin Rova has the shadow medallion, so Spirit, and of course DC with the Spirit medallion. So our 2 stone dungeons are Fire and Shadow. So Stone Shadow, everybody. Get ready for that.
And
Alright.
early bombs for sure. So that's a nice find in the Kakariko cow.
Mm-hmm. And immediately going, calling an audible, heading to the Redead Grotto.
Yeah.
And Flouflouche headed to Adult and then saved and quit. He's going to actually check what that save and quit location is. Turns out that's probably what Icola did too while I was reading out the other things.
It's a very, very fast route, Kak.
Yeah. That's about... I was like, dang, people are fast getting to Kak. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, and the stick upgrade too. That's just icing on the cake there. You got
that's really useful for your child segment because you are not guaranteed
is that a boomerang?
That is a boomerang. Yeah, this is a.
Good
this
lord.
is pretty loaded. And we do have Jabu required, so that's one piece of the puzzle to get there. Logically, you'd also need either Scales or Lullaby, and Rudo's Letter, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're going to need Rudo's Letter at some point in this seed. So doing the King Zora skip is certainly not going to be... you're certainly not going to find Ruto's Letter doing that, but you might do it just to speed things up in the long run.
That was 50 dead we just saw there.
Good, because out of the corner of my eye it looked like 20, and I was like, 20 is a very rare hint. What the heck happened? Okay.
Rogs 2 is a scale, though, so that
Interesting.
could be required. Free Hylian shield, never buy a shield.
Very nice. And Flouflouche taking that Requiem he got at the windmill and picking up ZL out at Colossus. So very nice find there.
Yeah,
Icola
that's
will be picking that up soon, I assume.
for sure. Probably,
I don't
probably
think he
right
even
after
got the
DC.
song in the windmill yet, but he will. 30 Skulls also dead.
It was something path. GTG to Morpha, yeah.
Oof.
I wonder if... And there's a lot, it could be irons, could be a hook shot. But access to GTG might be behind Epona's then.
Yeah, that's very possible.
You're gonna need.
If the long shot is there, then yeah, you're going to need Epona's logically.
Yeah.
Though, I wonder if there's any temptation here for Flouflouche to just reverse Wasteland right now. Just to see
with only
couple.
bombs, it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, probably not. We see Icola again going around picking up a few random chests here and there. Because one, a little safety never hurt nobody. And two, shoes are nice to have.
Yeah, Fire Temple is not required that we know of.
But then again, you never know. Could always be something in there. Looks like a purple rupee there at the... I believe people call it the TARDIS. It's the box in the graveyard there.
Could be horse on AD, but with reverse wasteland, which is out of logic, but these runners will know how to do
Absolutely
it.
allowed.
They wouldn't necessarily need it.
Yeah. So a lot of times you can keep track in your head sort of what the logic would want you to do, and then specifically go around it because no, I ain't doing that mess. That is a slingshot on the bomb bag chest for Icola. That is, something that logically the game wants you to have for Goma. And then there's the one check in the Lost Woods, which we know is dead anyway.
Yep.
Oh,
and
hello.
a big Oron sword.
I do love me some BGS. A very nice timing on the drop there. It jumps right into Dodongo's mouth, like you do.
That'll allow him to beat King Dodongo in exactly 0% faster. Gonna be 2 slashes either way.
It does look like Flouflouche picked up some chews, actually. So, I think they were in the shield grave. So hey, free chews. They're always useful for various tricks.
It was a Dampe.
Oh, Dampe race chest. Okay. I am a dumb. Hello.
Get Nocturne on the Composer Grave.
Yep. Well, that's a warp song to not particularly far away.
No, it's very close.
Yeah. So the other day, I thought of the dumbest speedrun category that you could ever do. You ready?
All right.
It's called One Cycle King Dodongo %. And what you do is you set up arbitrary code execution to set his HP value to 0 before you go in.
Sure. You can get the world record for sure.
I mean, I don't even know how to do it. So anybody who knows, there you go. Just there's your free world record.
It's a new challenge. So yeah, 12 and a half minutes in, and we're going to get our first... Oh, Flouflouche buying a shield. About to discover the mistake.
Oh yeah, that is going to be unfortunate. I mean, I'm assuming that is why...
Loss, but...
I'm assuming that is why Flouflouche actually went out of the way to fill up the wallet at some point. And we get our runners very quickly converging on the same check here.
Yeah, swapping places. They loop through. Flouflouche gonna go and full clear DC.
I kind of like Icola's route here because he's gonna. If you're gonna climb up to the top of CAC anyway, you might as well just go do DC and then come back. If you got the bombs. Since you know DC is going to be required, and with the bombs, you are guaranteed to be able to actually clear the whole silly thing. I mean, you can't get, like, all the skulls. But so far, we think skulls are not going to be a problem. Ooh, Icola having a little issue.
Still in the running, but...
Yeah. And then oftentimes 20 you just kind of get with whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, it's not too hard to pick up 20 skulls as you...
Especially when, like, Forest is part of it. Forest is like 5 free skulls just from doing the silly dungeon. Ooh, very interesting chew strat here from Flouflouche. What? I'm like, I know the idea is to make 2 explosions happen in the back at a certain point, but how?
I have not seen that one before. I'm just a good old pick up a bomb and drop it in the middle kind of guy.
True facts. Yeah, there are some real things with these stairs. You want to talk about how well these people know their game. Flouflouche, right there, a very subtle move, but he pulled out the bomb at I assume a very calculated spot on the way up, so that it would explode when he hit the just in time to kill that skull. And wow, I've never seen that strat either. Just to side hop off the button after you press it.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I try it every time, but I've never hit it. Icola Dampe's given him a little bit of trouble, but
he also gave Flouflouche a little trouble. So
yeah, I mean, Dampe gonna Dampe.
It's like, damn, Pay.
Ooh. Oh no.
Sorry.
Flouflouche grabbing that slingshot.
And choose acquired for Icola. Oh, very nice shot. I mean, I'm assuming it's calculated, like it's been practiced over and over, but
Yeah, the consistency is.
yeah,
With these
and he
top
was able
level
to pull
runners
it.
is wild.
And he was able to pull out another bomb in the process, so it would explode during the cutscene, blow up the wall. Ah, beautiful.
And so now we're seeing Icola do the checks that that Flouflouche did earlier, figuring out those songs.
Mm-hmm. And this is where we saw that GTG hint, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, someone in the Serious Kraz in the chat saying bottom of the well next, which definitely seems like a good call.
Yeah, I remember saying, bottom of the well could be a real thing early with that storm start, but you don't want to go in without bombs or ZL. Well, guess what these runners have?
Yep. And folks betting Flouflouche would throw that bomb off the wall, they were right.
Yeah, so that I am certain that is entirely unnecessary swag strats, but sure. The bank shot for the win, we'll take it. Alright, so it looks like Icola is now headed back to the graveyard to do the song check. He's actually done the rest of everything here. We can see where Flouflouche decides to go next. Yeah, I figured since he'd already done all of the CAC stuff, he might come out here, back at the trail, maybe go to Goron City, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Check out the maze, South Roland Goron. I mean, you could go to go into the Lost Woods too, from there, and a couple of checks you can do. Get up to the Minuet check and down to Mido's house.
Yeah, those are really the big ones. You can also do the Wolfos Grotto, which is not Lost Woods; it's Sacred Forest Meadow.
That's true. Lost Woods being foolish is fun.
Oh, and that reminds me, there's the Storms Grotto in Kiri Forest as well.
Right? Can't full clear Kokiri Forest without being a child, but I feel like most of the foolish hints I've been seeing this season have been like Haunted Wasteland foolish. So it's nice to get like Water Temple and Lost Woods, because that's just particularly Lost Woods is one where I feel like you end up there and you can't do all the checks, so you got to come back, but you just don't have to bother with any of that. Looks like our first big diversion, potentially. Icola checking the Grotto of Destiny.
Alright, we got a big one.
Hovers.
Ooh, hover boots.
In the Goron Maze.
We're going to be well, we just picked up the hover boots, so you could theoretically do the little backflip thing to get over that chest, but it doesn't look like it's big, so forget it.
And yeah, Market Foolish is our last Baron hint. So those are some stacked Barons.
Wow. Must be nice. And we have an exploded Link the Goron, courtesy of Chew Strats. And Blue Ruby. So, of course, we could head out into the crater. With those hover boots, we can pick up the song, boots, so we really want to do that.
Skull Mask dead.
Okay. How's he blowing up both walls with one bomb?
A little restock on his explosives.
Oh no, I think it was 2 bombs. He just pulled out another one and the other explosion exploded the bomb. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we are seeing Icola do bottom of the well because graveyard.
Oh, and bottom of the well is on the way to Phantom Ganon. That'll
make him feel good about this call.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and getting a skull on the wall here. Good old-fashioned boomerang time. Wait, what song was that? I just missed it.
That was Zarya's song on Bolero.
Well, now getting to Forest is in logic.
True.
More chews at Dompe. Interesting. Trying to get a peek at the wall there. I don't think he quite saw it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in bottom of the well that could be Path to Forest.
I guess he did see it. Yeah, they did peek the crate in the graveyard. It was just 50 rupees. But yeah, Icola's picking up a bunch of skulls here. Looks like, okay, there's our second Lost Woods Foolish hint.
Yeah.
Looks like he's actually going to get all the way to 10 here, so...
Yeah, we will see our first Skulltula check.
And another GTG Twin Rova
That's
hint.
GTG Twin Rova, so that's a different hint.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is a different thing.
So yeah, we'll have a hook shot probably and something else.
Mirror.
Yeah.
Probably mirror behind Strength 2, just to make you mad.
I mean, it could just be Strength 2.
With Strength 2 and Child Spirit. Well, there's Strength 1. On 10 skulls, what up? And magic at the
at the magic. Vanilla magic.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's where you get it in the first place. Hello.
OOT teaches Prelude of Light, so sorry
Very unnecessary.
for all dungeon fans.
Now, it's always possible you'll have to dip those stone dungeons, but...
It's true.
Alright, so Icola now setting up the bottom of the well play. Gonna be able to basically full clear every single thing in here except the skulls if you really wanted skulls, but why? There's plenty more places to find skulls. Okay, he's just coming in here for the hint, I'm sure. Oh, he's got the bottom of the well hint now.
Bottom well fan again. Yeah, so...
And Flouflouche heading out into the forest, going to do the Storm's Grotto here. Got a big chest. The hook shot.
Yep. There's our path for Phantom Ganon.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we had a 40 skull dead hint as well, so...
Yep, that is all of our skulls other than 20.
Got a big one in Mido's house.
Yeah, 10 we know is actually good. So.
Goron tunic, alright. I mean, I'd take it. It's free.
Yep. I mean, when
Makes
you're me, you need the tunic to beat Volvagia, but they don't even need to do that. One, they don't need the tunic. Ooh. Two, they don't need to fight Volvagia, so...
Big
that
one
we know of.
In the Sunken Chest, that is Furora's Wind for Icola. Very nice.
Improve some of your routing, some of these dungeons.
Just a small key vanilla inside the coffin there. Oh, was that big?
Yeah, that's the third big chest. Bottom of the well is stacked.
Well, bombs for bombs.
Yeah, bomb locked bombs. Get to see what Dead Hand's hiding. Secret invisible chest and the check for beating him.
We got Tiny Steve over here. And Dead Hand. And a nice little broken stick off of that chest location. And stabbing Dead Hand in the face and then in the back of the neck. And then again. Oh, didn't quite get the timing there. To be fair, I never get the timing, so...
Nope. Me neither.
So getting it once is better than me. And standing by the door, betting on the fact that it's not going to be big, considering we've seen so many big ones already, that seems about right to me.
Yeah, interesting in the chat. Serious business on would you go? Oh my God, there's
never mind.
I was about to, respond to the point in the chat about looking for a Kokiri sword hint, but Icola will not be doing that, and neither will Flouflouche because Flouflouche is going to go well right now. So.
Yeah, so it turns out bottom of the well. Pretty dang important.
Yeah, we got Hookshot and Kokiri Sword there, both being required, and nice bomb upgrade and Pharaoh's Wind also.
Yeah, could definitely be Strength 2 and Mirror with Spirit Logic, or again, could just be dumb key logic. But that being said, we also had one for Morpha, so it's likely that the Iron Boots are the Long Shot are the Morpha thing as well. So today I learned that if you shoot Armos statue with a slingshot while it is stunned, it kills it.
Man, there's so many ways to kill Armos, and I was driven mad by them as a child. Then just learn all the ways that I was stupid.
And Flouflouche picking up the wonderful hookshot.
Yeah, just the
Like
beginning of their
Icola
wonderful
does.
journey through this. Stacked
And-
well.
And Icola actually finding that there are two small keys here on the left side of, or on Child Spirit area, so there's a reasonable chance he could go in and check the rest of it. If he really wants to.
The super swag way he cleared that room too.
He's setting up for 20 skulls here, and yes, you can grab this skull through the grating.
Or can you? I think
Yeah,
it's been
yeah.
patched.
No, you have to aim higher than you think. It's a weird thing. So yeah, the fact that Icola is going through here leads me to believe that he's going to finish as much as you can do here, or at least the next two chests. Like, you might, wait a minute on the rest of it, but the next two chests are pretty good, and you get another skull. When does Icola get that magic? That's a good question. I imagine it'll be a hot minute, especially since he's going to have to go through the hot crater to get there.
Oh, thank you, chat, for pointing out that the Silver Gauntlet chest was small. I did not see that peek, but yeah, you can peek that chest from outside and know whether you need to go all the way through.
Alright, so Icola picking up the boss key for Spirit and a third Spirit key here on Child Spirit side, so good lord, that's a lot of keys. So I'm guessing, yeah, you want to get the fire here and go get the map chest.
And then do a little cool flame storage trick.
I mean, I think it's probably a hot flame storage trick.
Well, no, because the fire goes out, making it cool.
Oh, but I thought I was thinking blue fire storage. That'd be cool. Can we do that? Can we do blue fire storage now?
I mean, you can, just with a bottle.
Oh yeah.
Dev intended flame storage.
Anyway, and the Kokiri sword now acquired for Flouflouche as well. We'll see what Flouflouche decides to do with that knowledge.
Yeah, that first strength was on 10 skulls, so should be easy to get, though you know, you never can be quite sure when they're gonna hit it. Though coming out of bottom of the well in CAC probably makes sense to do it now.
And Icola making his way out of the graveyard. I feel like this is probably going to be sort of indirectly a play toward Deku, but maybe I'm making that up.
Makes sense to go Deku now. They might both be going there. Flouflouche going to grab those skulls first, so should be getting his strength. Boomerang was just freestanding in the windmill. No problem for either of them to pick up.
Very nice find early in the seed.
Yeah, especially when you know job is required.
And Flouflouche picking up that strength. And next will be perhaps picking up the other two skulls here, I guess, because, you know, 20 is still a thing.
Yeah, it doesn't. These are probably some of the fastest skulls. So.
Or picking up one of the other two skulls, then.
So Flouflouche doing a lot of Goron City, and Icola not doing any so far.
Alright, so garbage in the Kikiri sword chest, like you do. And there's definitely no way to peek the Kikiri sword chest. I know this, because it's not even loaded until you go through the tunnel. And yoink. One Goron tunic for Icola. And he is going to go ahead and
Goron
grab some stuff.
Steal all Mido's money. He doesn't need it.
Well, nuts to you there, Flouflouche.
Little dancing Goron action.
Yeah, Flouflouche was the one who picked up Saria's song, so free Darunia dancing time. Just a heart.
He loves us.
Doing pottery.
Oh, was that the hint that Icola read right then? I missed it.
Lol.
Nice. If only he knew. If only this was a co-op run.
Alright, we got a big chest in the lobby. Light arrows.
That's our lights.
And lights are not part of the hint system. So...
No, they are not path. But they are path to winning the race, so good to have them.
True facts.
It's another big chest.
Icola gonna go up to start with. Sees the tiny one, gets the heck out. And bugs in a bottle.
Bug.
Interesting.
Rush ice?
Alright, Flouflouche now going for the Sorry song check.
Water boots were in the Goron maze. Another big chest.
Oh, Serenade. And the long shot inside Deku Tree. Interesting.
Huh. So that.
So irons
is
and GTG,
probably-
I guess?
That's probably our.
Yeah, that could be
That's
the
a twin
Rova thing.
Rova giving us GTG? I'm not sure.
Hammer? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, hookshot and well
Deku
is not getting back.
Deku is not disambiguating itself very well here. Alright, nothing important in the basement chest. We are going to see Icola go ahead and go for these skulls here. Does that work? Using the chest grab animation to do the flame storage? Huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out some logic here, but boy, it is a mystery. Because yeah, long shot or hammer must lock bow because that's the last thing required for Phantom Ganon.
Well, it could be that the bottom of the well hint. No, yeah, you're right. I believe the child hand was just a small chest. But I could be making that up.
Yeah, it was.
Oh god, imagine it's for frogs to scale. Oh dear. Yeah, irons on lab dive. That's the worst.
Could happen.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. It has made me unhappy.
Yeah, these runners are going to most of the same places in slightly different orders. Just switching places back and forth. So if you missed something on one screen, you'll catch it on the next one.
So we're going to get long shot and hammer here for Flouflouche as well. Oh, trying to be swag there for Flouflouche. Not quite pulling it off. And welcome everybody coming in from ZSR to this Ocarina of Time Randomizer tournament race. This is Losers Bracket Round 6 between top-seeded Icola and 14th-seeded Flouflouche going into the last few rounds of this particular tournament. So, welcome anybody who's just now coming in. Oh, I thought that almost worked. Flouflouche dropping that bomb, trying to explode the skull on the wall. Didn't quite get there. But that would have been awesome.
Would have been nice.
You see Icola picking up looking at, rather, the Wolfos grotto chest. That's the words I'm looking for. Yeah, that was a heck of a scrub strat outside Goma. Now, luckily, the runners here using the slingshot they picked up on Goma. That makes the quick 3-stab strat much easier, because the slingshot stuns Goma for much longer than the Deku Nut.
Yeah, with the Deku Nut, you got to throw down another one right away, and
well, you don't have to, but you have to be absolutely perfect with your timing if you don't. Like, it is possible to get in 3 crouch stabs on 1 stun of the Deku Nut, but it is very, very tight.
well, I can't do it.
Funny thing is, I have a harder time doing the 2-nut strat. Like, I can't get the second one off.
Yeah, these path hints are wild.
Mm-hmm.
So, well path to Baronade. Whoop. Could be that Suns from the Deku access from the Kokiri sword.
Yeah. Again, many possibilities for these path hints.
The item path for Baronade will ultimately be leading us to Rudo's letter. But
if we just need to find one of those.
From something acquired either in GTG with the long shot or the Deku Tree with Kokiri sword. Here's our first meme percent item there.
There we go. No, we saw Neighbor's Love. That was at the wall, I think. The wall in the crater. Alright, so Icola, taking hook shots, shortcuts through Kakariko Village, like you do. Oh boy, we got reverse wasteland action happening.
Yeah, not required, but faster. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, with the long shot, you have access to it, so might as well do it. And since it's just much faster to go backwards from Colossus than walk all the way to Gerudo Valley, yeah, you're gonna do it.
So, Icola gonna grab his hover boots now, not knowing they're there, but Megaton Hammer Power Crouch Stab.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Tiny chest up on top of Gerudo Fortress looks like. And time to butt stab a thief.
The most visually exciting of tricks. Just look at nothing and hit the button, and you win.
Yep. It took me a while to realize people were turning to the wall to do the hit. Because stabbing forward there doesn't really work as well. Alright, so Icola picking up the Link to Goron check here. Probably going to get the magic as part of this. Can also do Crater Fairy, which is interesting.
Yeah, we'll probably, sweep through there. So yeah, that Crater Fairy will be a check we didn't get to see before.
Now, there is a risk here, Flouflouche taking, going into GTG, because there's at least one major item you'd like to have before coming in here, and that is the bow.
I'd be surprised if the bow's not in here, though. So
True. Alright, we got Blue Rupee up on top of the ledge here. Going to check the right side of the maze. And you can also, kind of peek some of the other chests here in the maze if you're really inclined to. Doesn't look like there's anything in the center chest.
oh, it's so hard to see.
Oh, yeah. I imagine if you're the one in charge and you know exactly where you're looking, it's a little easier, but, Yeah, and I certainly don't mind going this way to the hammer chest room when you don't have a bow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that you couldn't go the other way not having a bow. It's just, you can avoid the eye statue room altogether if you never pick up a bow. Another key here. So he's actually equipping Farore's Wind here, just in case he needs to set it and come back later with a bow, I imagine.
Yeah, nice to leave Farore's here.
Alright, time for vanilla magic time. Vanilla magic is, of course, what happens when you have a creature with no keyword abilities.
Hi. That one was good. I like that one.
Anyway, so we got Stolfos time for Flouflouche. Another chest in here. What has we? It's big.
It's our first big one, which, from expecting a stack GTG, is taking longer than I expected. And
fourth bomb.
It ain't
Third
bad.
bomb bag. There we go.
Who rolled this seed?
Somebody posted in chat earlier.
Icola now doing the reverse wasteland, so they'll be joining up. Actually, no one rolled this seed. It was just given to us by,
Oh,
the
big one
gods.
in Wolfos' room. What do we got? There's the bow. Right on time.
Yeah, so that now full clear forest for sure. That's nice to have as next destination, but clearing out this spot first. Don't have Minuet yet, so that's a bit of a bummer, but
Alright, nothing important in that chest, but it does. I was going to say it looked like Flouflouche was going to go for it, and then he decided, nah. Alright, another key here. And then I guess you save and quit to the front room.
yeah. So yeah, our
I mean, you can't have Rutos locked in ice. But
no, but if Rudos is behind the bow, then that gives you well to Baronade, I guess, right?
yeah, that's very possible. So I misread the conjunctions there. I saw Rutos and Deponas in ice, and I assumed that the in ice applied to both. There's strength 2, so I guess you use Ferroy's Wind at this point and go back. There's your heads up play from Flouflouche right there.
So yeah, this is coming along.
Oh, getting eaten. That hard purchase shield. We got another big one. And another big one.
Double biggies.
Ruto's letter.
All right, so we're in go mode, right?
We need Mirror Shield.
Oh, Mirror Shield. Yep. We are coming up on the 1 hour mark and 1 item away.
Famous last words. Because, of course, the Mirror Shield, if it's not directly hinted, could be good lord anywhere, except literally on Twin Rova. For those of you familiar with Link to the Past, it's basically the Ice Rod. In that it is used to fight one Fire and Ice themed boss, and could be basically anywhere. Oh yeah, Iron Boots. Forgot about that.
Do need iron boots, logically, or that gold scale.
Oh, we got a big one behind the Hammer Rocks. That is just a magic, but hey, free magic.
Magic is good. That is not a... we did grab that hammer in Deku Tree, but that is not our only magic, so not logically required.
50 rupees, it looks like, on the box here in Gerudo Valley. So Flouflouche now looking for the waterfall. Apparently you can grab the ladder with a hook shot. This is news to me. Look just
You
like
can
a
almost
heart
grab
piece.
the ladder. Happy 1 hour, yeah. Hit 1 hour on the stream. Some shout outs for our runners, Icola and Flouflouche, did an awesome job. My co-commentator, Dr. Bobtastic, and our illustrious trackers, Kid3124 and Tenacious Toad.
And I suppose we can have a shout out for Carlson and Peters, this other guy talking here. We can do that too.
I guess so. Thanks.
Oh, Flouflouche having a little trouble with that red rupee. Adult archery or adult shooting gallery is dumb.
I agree.
Alright, so let's see what Icola does here in GTG. I mean, the setting up of Ferora's Wind right here was a solid play from Icola. I mean, not Icola, Flouflouche. For those of you who don't know, there's a magic refill on top of that head, on top of that statue.
I did not know. Now I do.
And welcome to everybody coming in from Rogue Copter Stream to this particular race here. Good times. Irons on Shoot the Sun. Good times.
Forest time is looking like it. Oh, Flouflouche's gonna check that fairy fountain first. Now that he has hammer, then probably back from there to forest.
Fair enough. Now, for those of us who are familiar with this particular game, the whole forest temple situation, it just tends to take a while no matter what sort of equipment you have. You're just gonna...
You're gonna be there.
Sink.
But you got Ferora's Wind, so that save you a little bit of time.
There are definitely some checks you can do, and it's definitely worth doing, and especially since you have to actually beat it at some point. But a lot of our runners will be kind of phoning it in, I guess, during forest, because it's always the same.
I mean, to a certain extent, but they're still gonna do forest a lot faster than I would.
True.
Oh, and Flouflouche going for the Mido skip.
Yep.
Where you can do Mido skip, but opt to instead skip Mido skip.
That is correct. For the uninitiated, that means he has Saria's song, so he can actually tell Mido to move out of the dang way, and then he's backflipping over him anyway, which is technically faster if you do it the first try. Alright. Icola picking up that Ruto's letter. And a wallet.
Getting pretty close to the 20 skulls threshold as well.
Yep, and Forest does a pretty good job of filling out that skull list.
Yeah, lots of nice skulls that are like right on your path.
And there's your Bolero of Fire, so a nice shortcut back to where Flouflouche just was.
Icola kind of following in Flouflouche's steps at this point. Clearing up Gerudo Valley checks.
Nice quick skull there, and we see a small key on the tree here. You pretty much need all 5 small keys for this dungeon. It is theoretically possible to do it with 3, but it requires some trickery. You have to do like some weird movement to get on top of a ledge in the courtyard and then make the scarecrow appear. So you couldn't do it with 3 right now because the scarecrow song is not a thing.
Yeah, we have not seen Lake Hylia yet this run, I don't think.
That is correct. But you know, given the foolishness of water and you know the general out of the wayness of the whole place, I don't blame them.
No. But you always could have like Mirror Shield on fishing. Or on chickens. We haven't seen child chickens.
Oh boy. There's a lake, says Frozen Phoenix. That's about accurate. So once again, we see, you just take a real quick peek at that chest over there, and once you realize that's not the case, you just grab the skull and go. Long shot, making this courtyard trip real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say long shot is just nice, and it's like long shot and hover boots in places where the game doesn't expect you to have them. You can just be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this.
Flouflouche somehow accidentally activating the glitch where that switch unhits. I have seen it happen a couple of times. I don't know I don't know how that happens. The switch is coded to toggle. So I guess if you just accidentally activate it a second time. Ooh. So today I learned you could peek the well chest there.
Oh yeah.
And that's a big old key. Boss key, so to speak. You gotta love you some backwalk moblin strats.
Terrifies me every time, but
I'm not saying I can do them. I'm saying you gotta love them.
You do. You gotta love most of what these guys do. So these are some of the top runners for a reason. We are getting double forest, so normally this might be a part where we could do a little like cosmetic rundown of the runners, like who's got better cosmetics, but they're both going vanilla, so
yeah. I mean, I can't really argue with the classics here, but some people like to mix it up. Sounds like they also went with like vanilla sound packs as well, so not even a music switch, which makes fine. If you're used to a certain environment when you're running the game, don't change it.
Yeah, for sure.
Mess with you. All right, another key from the Floor Master chest. Ooh. We have the controversial opinion from the extremely knowledgeable Arthur Houdini about forest being actually very relevant and what's wrong with you people.
I mean, personally, I love, like, the Forest Temple is, like, one of my favorite dungeons in the game, vanilla, so I don't know, I dig it.
Oh yeah, I enjoy the dungeon. Like, as a general rule, it's pretty cool. So we got Flouflouche doing some ground jump strats.
Yeah, this is a cool strat, I like it a lot.
Yeah, ground jumps combined with hover boots at the end strats here. Because it is possible for some of those to just like make the vanilla jump off of those blocks. But I don't think you could do it from those particular positions. And so the hover boots, again, making it much faster. And, you know, I don't want to like be a shill for anybody, but if anybody here is trying to learn the randomizer in the game and has not seen Arthur Houdini's YouTube channel, you should do that. There is some very good information on that channel.
And folks interested in playing, like, it's a ton of fun, even when you're not, you know, at these folks' level. It's a great time to play. It's a great game. It's a great time to play was not a phrase that made sense, but you'll have a good time if you like Zelda. You like keeping it fresh. But please don't play now. Please keep watching.
All right. So Flouflouche taking care of, you know, our first pose situation. That is Joe.
Do not know which one is which.
Yeah, I believe red is Joe, blue is Beth, green is Amy, and purple is Meg. That is my guess. Ultimate Bronze Noob saying their first rando took over 15 hours. Same. So I really, really like the play a little earlier. From I think it was Icola who literally jump slashed off onto the skull on the little island with the chest.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
That was beautiful. Flouflouche with a very quick Beth fight, and assuming there's going to be not a key there. Yeah, you know what? That's one of the things when you get to watching these runners, you might start to think it looks easy, and it really ain't. But it is doable. Like everything they're doing here is possible for most runners, and and also, watching better runners play is a great way to figure out, routing strategies and just general how to get good.
Yeah, there's a ton of, like, just little optimizations you'll see in folks' runs that you can just start doing in yours. A little
more swag strats from Flouflouche there.
Yeah, that's. I'm not saying you can do all of them. I do the black and white check room very, very slowly and carefully.
Yeah, I guess it's not technically just swag strats because it is faster than what people normally do. You'd wait on another cycle there.
Yeah.
And, it's only really relevant in this chest size matches contents mode because normally you would actually just go open that chest and you wouldn't have time to continue like that. You had to wait. But yeah, that is some excellent execution there from Flouflouche.
Yeah, I wonder after Forest Temple, what do you think their play might be? I mean, you've got Jabu accessible. Go and finish up Child.
Very well, that is very possible.
Dulled Spirit.
Okay.
But no guarantee of Mirror Shield.
All right, so it's time for Dr. Bob asks a dumb question. How does Flouflouche know which one it is before it spins?
That I cannot tell you. Secret. Sworn to secrecy. / I don't know.
Shows up first? I mean, that would be like I can't tell the difference in their showing up time.
Left, right, front, back, always. Interesting.
Wait,
19 skulls for Flouflouche, so.
I am just dumbfounded by this whole situation. Anyway, so it's Phantom Ganon time. This is the one part of the game where I like to use audio cues.
Yeah, you can see. I do know that you can see that the real Phantom Ganon is a little bit brighter than.
Right. So visually, it is very easy, but I just like to use the audio cues to just know which way to turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, and we're setting up for a very quick situation here. Oh my goodness! Oh, the beatdown is real.
Wow.
Flouflouche just taking him out.
Yeah, that is. They call it the zero cycle for a reason.
It's like the -1 cycle.
Yeah, I mean, just so fast.
Very well done for Flouflouche. And Icola will be doing the same thing pretty soon. But, right now appears to be a little bit behind.
Yeah, it depends on how much of a race that we're gonna, or a casino we'll be getting for our last 2 items.
I see. Looks like Flouflouche going for Spirit here, which makes plenty of sense given that Strength 2 we picked up. Now, unfortunately, the lack of Mirror Shield could render this a pretty fruitless endeavor. However, the presence of Ferora's Wind would make it significantly better.
Pennywise pointed out in chat, though, that Icola did do Child Spirit, but Flouflouche did not. I knew there was something that
right,
that they had diverged on. So
that makes plenty of sense. I get the feeling Flouflouche is going to be locked out here. Like, we saw so many small keys on Child's side. I'd be terribly surprised if there were any over here.
But it's not a big time loss to have peeked in here before going Child.
My guess is we find Boss Key over here. No, we found Boss Key on the right side too.
Yeah, we did.
Or on the Child side. Whoops, Flouflouche an issues picking up the floating rupee there. And boulders. The boulders, they strike us all equally. There is a key.
Have a small key. It's not locked out yet.
Yep. And very possible that Flouflouche could just get through here, because you really only need the 3 small keys to clear out the vast majority of this. And luckily for him, all that's on the left side of Spirit is 2 small keys. All that he can't reach, that is.
Yeah, you can peek over into some areas of Child Spirit as an adult. So
Alright, and we're getting a quick play of the Zelda's Lullaby, like you do.
meanwhile, Icola facing Phantom Ganon. Will he do 0 cycle or classic 1 cycle?
Yep, looks like a classic 1 cycle there. Very nice.
I mean, super smooth fight still.
That is made significantly easier by the presence of
Big Oron Sword.
Big Oron Sword, yes.
Yeah. Certainly true.
Though it could have been 1 cycled with the Master Sword, given the fact that he got him stuck on the gate there. Alright. Icola also heading out to Spirit Temple, so great minds think alike, it turns out. And there's a big ol' honking chest right there. Mirror Shield in Spirit Temple. Oh. Are you kidding me right now?
No casino there. Yeah, irons are only item remaining for go mode. Or 2 scales. But I hope not that.
Yeah, I mean, 2 scales would require Frogs 2, so how about no?
Frogs 2 just takes so long. Even if you
another big chest! Okay. There's blue fire in a bottle, though, so hey, free blue fire.
Yeah, we do know that King Zora is dead, unfortunately.
That is true.
That would have been a good...
Does mean you can route ice differently, which is kind of interesting. Oh, another big chest here in the hallway. Wallet.
Wallet. Alright. I gotta put my bet for Iron Boots where I always put it. This child Cocos.
Oh boy. Another big one here for
Will it just
the
be
Mirror
here?
Shield chest. Zora Tunic. So more debate all over Spirit Temple. But we are going to get to see a Twin Rova fight here in a bit, which is going to be pretty good. Mirror Shield was right out here in the main hallway of Spirit Temple. In the other chest you have to play ZL for. Because, yeah, the ZL thing here actually spawns 2 chests, one of which is on the hand and the other one is up to Icola's screen left here.
Zelda's lullabies just synced up there for a little harmony.
Oh, yeah.
Bongo,
This is
heart
still my
container.
favorite.
Could be anything. Nothing is off the table, except for the things that are into dead.
I mean, you know, the whole lab dive thing that I said way earlier on is still a thing.
It is.
Which would be straight up gross, but at least it still wouldn't require AD.
Yeah. It might. They might prefer AD though.
Wait, no, it can't be on lab dive. Because Water Temple. Wait, I don't know what Burning Cack is. Because if one of the songs you need is on Burning Cack, then it can't be It can't be Frogs 2.
Yeah, if Minuet was on Burning Cack, then that's our last warp song. Other than Prelude, which we know is on.
But it's the non-warp songs you need for Frogs 2.
Right. So if you put Minuet on Burning Cack, then
it might work.
Could still be in.
Yeah. Okay. All right, it is Twin Rova time.
Everyone's favorite.
Oof.
0 RNG boss. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's rough.
Flouflouche sitting on half a heart here.
I believe in him though.
Need to hit Twin Rova 4 times with opposing elements here.
And they use this little hookshot trick to freeze the other one in place while the first one is charging up their shot.
Now I believe, don't hold me to it, I believe that the fire one is Kome and the ice one is Kotake. Oh, look at the backward shield play there.
Insane.
I imagine that's what Flouflouche was trying to do when he got hit a minute ago.
Yeah, it was. That same move.
All right, so on to phase 2. This is where it gets easy. Especially if you have BGS. With BGS, the 1 cycle kill is something even I can do.
Yeah, and even in vanilla, I think she will always do 3 of the same first.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And after that, it is all up in the air. And down goes Twin Rova for Flouflouche.
Icola not too far behind, completing his path through the Spirit Temple, but yeah, unfortunately the child stuff he did was not required, which is going to give Flouflouche a bit of a lead. Now, not too much, just one Twin Rova fight ahead.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I feel like the Jabu play is pretty solid here. Like, you got to do it anyway, right?
Yeah, I think so. And irons or scale are outside of Water Temple, so it makes sense, I think, to do as much as child as you can on one last route through.
Yeah, seems good. Flouflouche trying to decide whether he wants to get on top of that house or not.
Not checking skulls, though.
Yeah. Did he get to 20?
I believe. He might be 1 away. He might be at... I think he's at 19. Could be grabbing the skull out in the grotto here and then checking. No. Oh, he did get 20. Tracker just updated.
Okay, then. Yeah, he's definitely going back child here. Yeah, definitely rushing Jabu seems to play.
Yeah, you can clear out Domain and Child Fountain. We also haven't seen Child River or Adult. We have not seen River.
This is true. Oh. And we just get a heart container on the light arrow cutscene. So, once again, still looking for those descent mechanisms.
Yeah, no lake, no river, no Zora's area. Have not seen either of our stone dungeons.
Can't even get into Shadow.
But for all of that, we've already got 4 medallions. And we even started with a stone. So, definitely a pretty quick seed so far. But
again, the famous last words of the one item RNG casino all day long.
Well, was that faster from Flip?
That is a good question. I'm like, so...
I'm inclined to believe it is, but...
Yeah,
was he just stunting on us? Well, 20 skulls was not Iron Boot.
Alright, and Flouflouche is grabbing a cuckoo and going to town.
In Oak Ridge.
While Icola hopefully having a better time with the adult shooting gallery. Oh, just the real
so
swag
buttery.
strats here. Some of this being entirely unnecessary. And also just skipping the frog check, because why not? I think he's grabbed this cuckoo just so he could skip playing the song.
I mean, it's not inconsiderate. Another slingshot in River. I've not seen the skip from that side before. Yeah, I imagine Flouflouche is gonna
you
do
definitely
Jabu and then
do Jabu, then maybe
those
do the
checks
rest
on the
way
back.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no, like, that is a no-brainer there. That's the kind of routing that even I would want to do. All right. Wheat for all.
One weep.
Wheat. Yeah, the adult spirit side having that one small key available was very good for Flouflouche. That's very true. Oh no! What have you done? Okay. I was like, does dropping a fish here work? No, he just dropped it in the wrong spot. Whew. That was scary.
I didn't know if I was about to see some new skip I hadn't seen before.
At least he was able to pick it back up.
And you never know, we could just see irons in Jabu, so.
Yep. Definitely 4 checks available here, so that's really why you do it, because you have to beat Jabu anyway. There are 4 checks that you could see it in immediately. At least 2 of which are actually on the way, and a couple of which are just a little bit out of the way and take virtually no time to do. Like the compass chest is just, hey, Deku Nut time.
Yeah.
Though it did blow my mind the first time I learned that you could just massively blow up all of them with Deku Nuts. I'm like, you kidding me right now? That is one of the things about this game. When you start doing the randomizer and the speedrun tech and things like that, you learn quite early that Deku Nuts are vastly underrated by the general public.
Yeah. And choose as well, I think, especially when you watch speedruns. Like, oh, I just never used these. And they do everything.
Very true. Oh, we got a big chest in the river here for Icola. Oh, rip.
Well,
So both of the other slingshots here then. And there's Din's fire. Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, we now have access to Shadow.
Shadow finds a way. We know how that works.
I believe that is our last. Unless we may be missing one more sometime soon. Actually, I don't know that we've seen Bigoron yet. Yeah. Don't. Bigoron.
Oh no mode. How inconsiderate. 2 Decker Nuts, and slashes, and
Little poke.
general beatdowns, and tiny chest, and we leave.
I mean, to be fair to Link, you wouldn't be tossing around Rudo so much if she would just walk herself.
True. But yeah, I mean, throwing the small child at switches and various other apparatuses is a time-honored Zelda tradition.
See, personally, I think Jabu is, maybe one of the less interesting dungeons. Because you kind of have to do the same tentacle beat down just so many times. But
Yeah. So, given the fact that Flouflouche is just doing all of the strats, if Flouflouche lifts a box in this run, I will be just completely flabbergasted.
yeah, I don't see that happening.
I mean, I guess not everybody is. Flouflouche knows lots and lots of very interesting strategies here. Maybe that's not one of them, but
Yeah, so that's in reference to coming up. There's a switch that you're supposed to grab a box and place on the switch to hold it down, but if with a sort of a precise setup, you can roll from the box from the switch straight to the door and open it without grabbing the box. So, I guess we'll see right now. Flouflouche goes for it.
all right, very quick. I don't even know what you would call that room. Oh yeah, he's definitely going
there
for
it
it.
is. Skip lowering the thing altogether, and whoop.
And I think the bonk there is part of the setup.
Yeah, I believe so. And this I love too. Hit that switch with the boomerang without ever climbing up.
That's one I still have to master because it saves a lot of time.
It is a big time save, yeah. Yeah, pretty much everyone on this level you'll see doing that. The Baronade fight is also one with just, a huge amount can go wrong. Generally don't see it from these runners, but it's always a risk.
Throw the boomerang at just the right time. All of them gone.
Just perfect.
It's like those phases don't even exist. Take intentional damage here to move the phase forward faster. And one dead Baronade. Good lord, that was probably less than a minute.
Our only hint from logic about irons is that GTG is path to Morpha, which, could certainly just be the bow, or anything else we got in GTG leading to irons, I guess. But
Yep.
so in short, not much actionable off the hints that I know of.
All right, so going over to Fountain Fairy. And Freezing King Zora hint again. this swag with the chews and everything. It's just like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, we did find letter in GTG, so that could also be ice.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't checked toilet. Yeah. Well, it can't be toilet because you need the iron boots to do that. So,
though of course, letter also, given the fact that we found Din's fire in Jabu, could also be pointing at Shadow Temple, which is wonderful.
Or just a nice fire check, like Haunted Wasteland.
Oh, yeah, that is certainly a thing that can occur.
I wonder if Flouflouche is just calling it on Dins and going straight to Shadow.
Well, yeah, that is Nocturne. Oh boy. Yeah, so Flouflouche skipped the domain checks, skipped the river checks. He is in no mood to mess with this mess. He is going to go ahead and check the Composer Grave chest here. Again with those Firelock checks.
Yeah, so he's putting together the logic as being on that Dins.
Another quick Nocturne play, because yeah, this is going into Shadow. That's very nice to see a kill on Big Octo that's roughly the same as what I do. Just get hit intentionally and then smack him with a Deku Stick. Alright, entering Shadow Temple for Flouflouche. This will be our first dip into a stone dungeon.
Yeah. And this could be also, depending on what Icola does after Jabu, we could see a major divergence as opposed to, we had some little back and forth stuff, but mostly they would have done pretty similar routing. And now anything could happen.
Alright, so that is a small chest in the first shadow check. It was lined up just right where I couldn't tell if it was small or a key until some adjustments of the camera happened. I mean, we do know where one of the scales is. But ideally, I imagine most of our runners will not be hoping for that second scale.
Yes. You hate to see frogs too. Or at least I do.
Yep. It's A, and then the Song of Healing from Majora's Mask. And then A, down, right, left, A. That's how I remember the Frogs Chew song.
At least we got to skip the Ocarina game because of the Lost Wood Dead hint. So that's nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, Icola had another super smooth fight on Baronade.
Thus far in Shadow, just a small key and like nothing else.
No treasure chest minigame, sorry. No 1 in 32. Irons can still be on chickens, and that's where my bet is. So Maybe.
There's our boss key in Shadow. Our runners will definitely hope to not have to put that boss key to use, but again, boots or scale or whatever could be there, so there you go.
Looks like Icola is making the same play as Flouflouche. Going back adult and, presumably trying Shadow.
It's either for Icola,
or
either
ice.
Shadow or ice, yeah. It just depends on what you really want to do. Side hopping and back walking through that particular hallway, which is kind of the first time I've seen that happen. I'm sure it's faster. Well, that is a nocturne. So again,
hey, thanks DSR3 for coming in.
Minds thinking alike here. Yeah, welcome to all 31 of you coming in. We have ourselves a descent mechanism search party. Oh, big chested Shadow. Stone of Agony, paperweight. Hello.
I hear the Stone of Agony weighs you down.
Oh, Icola
Okay.
now making the Serenade play. Interesting. And gonna go for Shoot the Sun, it looks like. Just a heart piece there.
Oh. And no Scarecrow's song, unfortunately. I don't believe. Yeah, neither of them has said it as child. So.
But that was you can look at it. If it happens to be it, well, you just go do it.
Yeah.
But if not, there's other things here in the lake you could check, or you could just save and quit. That is the thing.
I think because you need Scarecrow's song to get to both Top of the Lab and Adult Fishing. So.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Flouflouche doing a nice backflip on top of the stompy block, as it's known.
I think this is ice from Icola. And walking out a cack, I can't think of any other reason you'd do that.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Flouflouche taking care of the Redead. There's another key. Flouflouche out of arrows, interesting. Certainly like having arrows for Bongo, though I know a lot of people can do the hookshot strats and not care.
Yeah, that is another thing you see with chest size Masters of Contents, is that ammo can be much more of a problem than in previous randos where you're, just opening a lot of junk chests and getting, bomb and arrow refills.
Icola doing some more waterfall skipping. And we see garbage in the pot.
Nice use of Pharaoh's Wind there to avoid having to clear out the room. Normally you have to defeat all the enemies in there to be able to exit, but not if you just warp out.
Alright, Icola heading over to the Zora's Fountain area. We can see the iceberg has a heart piece, like vanilla. There is absolutely no reason to look at the item in the water.
King Zora,
and there's double defense. In shadow.
Yeah, King Zora was hinted dead, so we know. No need to check that with free blue fire. Use the blue fire to do some unique routing within Ice Cavern.
Yep. We also know that the last chest here is just bomb chews, but the song might be something we need for that scale at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, you do need to open the chest to get the song.
Speaking of scale, the other scale is in Shadow Temple, so
if Epona's is on in Ice Cavern, then that becomes a possibility to do.
Boy.
I cursed nothing.
I did. I cursed it. I said irons on lab dive like hours ago.
Yeah, coming up on the 2-hour mark, and we are just in the hunt for our iron boots from both.
Oh, we got a big one in Ice Cavern. Big Poe. Yeah, you don't need that.
That has been hinted dead. But that is all 4 bottles, so
bottle percent has been made.
We're at 3/5 of mean percent, I think.
I feel like bottle percent would actually make a reasonable actual speedrun category. Oh, another big one here in Shadow. There it is, Iron Boots. Shadow Temple is the play.
So yeah, Flouflouche wasting no time getting out of there.
Yep, and
do Water Temple and call it a day.
Yeah, and if Flouflouche, at this point, he is clearly in a commanding lead, so something horrible would have to happen for that to change.
Yeah.
I don't wish that on anyone.
Yeah, it would not be nice to see. Not that we are rooting against Icola, but Flouflouche definitely benefited from not having to do the child side of Spirit, and then making the call to check Shadow off that Din's logic is.
All right, so Flouflouche setting up the Roar's Wind in the Morpha hallway, which is a very, very good way of doing things for sure.
Yeah, you're free to change the water level, get back there whenever you find that boss key.
So we get to choose, and it is Epona's song. So what's really sad is Icola might go into the Shadow Temple, grab the scale, and then bail.
It is a possibility. So yeah, Flouflouche is just on the hunt for that scale wherever it's hiding out.
Or, I mean, at this point, he's looking for the boss key. Is what he's looking for.
Happy 2 hours. We have just hit go mode on one of the runners. Seems like the perfect timing. So yeah, shout outs to both of the runners, Flouflouche and Icola. To the diligent trackers, Kid 3124 and Tenacious Toad. And for my co-commentator, Dr. Bob Tastic. Give them all a follow. They've all earned it.
Yeah. Don't give Carlson a follow though. No, I'm kidding.
Nope. I don't stream, so you won't be missing much.
Well, I actually was kidding though, so.
No, I got you.
Yeah, and of course, Virgil in the chat bringing up the fact that the highest rank in the seeds remaining after this, unless something goes horribly wrong, would be Sponge, and of course, Sponge would be the next person that Flouflouche faces if he wins. So there's that. Sponge, aka the Salty Sponge.
Love having Hover Temple for that.
Oh yeah, Hover Boots is makes that pretty free. And he goes straight for the boss key chest. Doesn't see an immediate giant yellow chest and immediately leaves, like you do. And it's just a reset because he gets to save the keys that way.
Yeah, you only need 2 keys to be able to check everything for your boss key.
I'm gonna peek this chest, not there, so. Yeah, lots of peeking going on. Peekaboo %. Apparently you can peek this chest too. I couldn't tell, but apparently he could.
Well, he got what he was looking for, I guess.
Today I learned that works. Where you can just kind of hookshot up and then grab the ledge to get up onto the next level. It seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I looked over, I was like, oh, that's a boss key. Oh, wait, that's the shadow boss key.
Different. Yeah, so Icola is still having gone Ice Cavern first, still looking through Shadow.
And I mean, Ice wasn't a bad play given the information. But,
no.
Sometimes you go for Shadow. I mean, Shadow was the place where there were, I would think, the most checks available. But again, it's kind of a slow slog.
Yeah. There's also, like, the metagaming question of if you think you're behind, do you go for the one that's less likely to have it?
Mm-hmm.
Because then... But also keep in mind, these runners, they don't know what the other folks have done, so you are kind of going on intuition.
Iron Boots were, I think it's the actual boss key chest location in Shadow. It might have been the other one. It was behind the 2 burning walls. So one thing about Darklink here is he's going to be real easy to kill. Because his health is actually based on yours.
Yes, that is one nice thing about Chest Size Magic. Well, there's many nice things about it. It is just an additional one, or it's a benefit to having generally fewer heart containers in CSMC.
Alright, so we're going to go looking for the boss key chest down here in the river. I imagine this will be followed by a check of the dragon chest. I don't think that happened earlier. Is that it?
That is it, yeah.
Alright, so a quick grab of the boss key and a Ferori's Wind back to the boss hallway. Bodied by a trap.
It is required to take at least 2 attempts to get up the hill.
Ah, fair enough. Already setting up for the dwarf fight here. Oh, and gets the immediate water temple Morpha pull.
Yeah,
Well done.
that.
So fast.
I mean, the Goron sword helps, but that's, all execution too.
It makes me feel severely inadequate. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I often even, the strat where you pull Morpha into the corner and I still end up having her slip away, so.
Yeah, I agree. Hexmage Flu's playing is gaming out of his mind right now.
Yeah, so all that's left for Flouflouche to do is go to Ganon's Castle. Cook up some bacon.
Yeah, this is some sickeningly fast time here.
Equipping his bottle for the Ganon fight.
Mm-hmm. And it is a save and quit situation here, because, the child start was there.
Yeah,
but it's still faster. Hello, Minuet. Goodbye, Minuet.
Yeah, faster than next best bet would have been Nocturne, I guess, but it just puts you a little bit closer. Prelude is, of course, on Ocarina, so not getting there that way.
Icola, of course, getting debated by all these large chests, just like, come on.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what he does when grabbing.
Yeah, we're grabbing the scale here.
Yeah.
It's like, do you bail here, or do you go for the irons? Nah, he's going. Oh no, he's bailing.
Oh. Yep.
Oh boy, that is a little unfortunate as well, but I mean, it wouldn't have mattered.
But we'll get to see frogs too, and that counts for something.
There is that.
Oh, and fell into the poser grave.
I mean, I imagine by the time he gets into the interview, he will probably know where irons are, because there is a bit of a delay on this. But I mean, we could always bring it up in conversation.
Yeah, the runners are 20 minutes ahead, or what we're watching is 20 minutes behind, I guess. Yeah, Flouflouche making quick work of the Ganon's Tower stairwell. Nice having Big Ore on sword, clearing through these fights.
It's very nice stabbing of iron knuckles like you do. Another thing not everybody is aware of, but Ganondorf actually refills your health when you fight him. So if you're taking a lot of damage on the way up, don't worry about it.
He's honest like that. He's a gentleman.
Yeah. He's taking a page out of the Rubicante playbook. If that makes any sense to anybody.
Not to me.
It's a Final Fantasy IV reference. It's the fourth elemental lord. He's like, here, let me heal you before we fight. This really was the jettest of seeds that I've seen in a hot minute. If you nailed the route.
It's some very dense item placements.
Almost as dense as me. I mean, what?
Getting our Ganondorf fight. Flouflouche get the one cycle on him? He does.
I will say getting the one cycle, even with Big Ron Sword, is not a trivial exercise there. But it is much easier with Big Ron Sword.
Important to equip the Master Sword to get that one last power crouch stab charge in, so that his can deal Master Sword damage to Ganondorf even when he doesn't have Master Sword.
Because Ganon takes damage, takes exactly 1 damage from anything other than the Master Sword, and the Master Sword, gets knocked away at the beginning of the fight. Well, how are you going to deal the Master Sword damage? Well, that's why we have power crouch stabs. For those of you who don't know about power crouch stabs, essentially, what happened is they forgot to program in a damage value for the crouch stab move, and so when it would go to pull it in and store the value, it doesn't. And so it just uses whatever the damage value of the last attack you did was. And in that, if it's a Master Sword jump slash, well, it's going to be Master Sword jump slash damage. More swag strats here from Flouflouche. Getting, we're not going to do power crouch stabs the whole time underneath Ganon's legs. No, we're going to go back and forth and just actually jump slash the whole time. I'm assuming that's demonstrably faster, because you had to wait on the tail to lower down otherwise.
Yep. And we're gonna be just under 214 for Flouflouche here as he delivers the final blow. Just as Icola is about to get that gold scale. Flouflouche's best time ever looks like 145, so not a PB, but
good lord, this run. Well done to Flouflouche.
Yeah, what a race.
2 hours, 13 minutes, 57 seconds on the stream here. I actually didn't pull up the race time room, so I don't know what the official time is.
2:13:56. Looks like.
All right. And Icola picks up the gold scale and is done. And that does not surprise me. Not one bit.
Yo, good evening, everyone.
Hey,
Flouflouche, good. Congratulations. Wow.
Thank you all for the
what a
GGs
run.
and And GG to Icola too. Icola.
That was amazing. Like, there were just so many things you did in that run that were almost unnecessarily good. You know what I mean? Like, you did a bunch of strats that are, I mean, we looked at them and we're like, I think that's actually faster, but it just looked like you were dunking on people.
Yeah, it's just those are some strats which are much more risky.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can succeed and get quite consistent, I don't hesitate to execute them. But
I
sometimes,
imagine that's what putting in a lot of practice does for you.
yeah.
There's no way you haven't played this just way more than I have in my entire life. So
But I don't succeed all the times, but I just like to do them, so I try each time.
yeah, you
It's
were
looking super consistent this run.
Yeah, in this run, this was particularly good. Yeah. Wow, that is quite a good road too. I could have skipped a lot of checks and make the good call for the iron boots too.
Yeah, that definitely paid off.
Yeah.
Icola opted to go. Were you deciding between Ice Cavern and Shadow for where to go
Yeah,
next?
that was the decider, I guess. But
Icola decided to go to Ice Cavern first,
oh,
unfortunately. And as
my,
a side effect, he actually picked up the other scale, or no, sorry,
yeah,
not the other scale. He picked up
uh,
Epona's song, and then in there, and that allowed him to get the other scale. So when he
mhm.
found the first scale in Shadow, he bailed.
Yeah, he told me, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, I
But
wanted
you
to keep.
were you were you were, I think you were beating Morpha at that point. So
Yeah, but yeah, Shadow. I think. Yeah, Shadow is dense dungeon. Was
Yep.
behind. Identifier was in Jabu, and we had a letter in GTG, path to Morpha potentially. So
hmm
I just gambled on that, and it paid off. So
yeah, going for the din, following that Din's fire.
yeah, totally.
Um,
I yeah. In the other hand, I didn't have those fire source for spirit, so I guess it could have been bait for like the second wallet in the red tunic.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
They were
So
like a small key behind the magic, behind the torches. So
so Spirit actually had both the other small keys on just the child side front,
okay, that's Icola did.
which Icola did earlier. And we were sitting there when you went into Spirit. We were like, oh, I don't know if there's going to be another key because there was two keys on the left side and then a third key on the way up. So it's like I don't know if there's going to be another key early. And luckily there was one there for you in the boulder room, and that allowed you to actually go in there.
Yeah, I got quite lucky. I forgot about doing try spirits. I was going to do it after Deku, but I had this rush mind, It's my
We could
rush.
tell you had the rush
Yeah,
mind going on. Like, for example, when you went to Jabu,
yeah,
basically just completely skipping all of the river, all of domain. Don't worry about it. Just do Jabu, get out.
yeah. At that point, that was so lame. I guess I don't know. Uh, yeah, because of the letter in GTG.
Mhm.
Intet maybe, but it was Intet. So
Yeah, and I mean, given the opponent you're up against, I certainly don't blame you for, you know, taking riskier strats there. Because you just knocked off the number one seed in this tournament, so good job there.
yeah, but
I mean, you get
it
the
was
number two seed next time, so good luck with
yeah
that.
to see two Sponge, of course.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think that'll be a great race.
yeah, I hope so. I very hope so. Maybe better than that seed, which was a little bit too jet, I guess.
Two jet.
Yeah.
They had
We'll see.
quite a stacked well to start with, and then just kept going.
Yeah, just all kind of just right in your way as you were going through there, and the only thing out of the way was those iron boots and Shadow.
Yeah.
But choosing Shadow first got you the win there, and so sometimes it just comes down to that one decision.
Yep. And it was quite, I would say, stressful. Yeah. A lot of big chests before actually finding out iron boots.
Yeah,
That was loaded with big chests, but
I thought the same thing about Spirit too, because there were just a bunch of big chests all in Spirit. You found the mirror shield early, and then you're like, okay, all I need is iron boots. Come on, iron boots. No.
yeah, it would have been even more crazier. Oh,
Yeah, so congratulations once again, Flouflouche. I
thanks.
hope to watch the next match you have against Sponge at some point. Um,
Yeah,
anything
we will handle
anything
it
else you might
quite.
have? Go ahead.
He likes to schedule quickly, so I guess we will face each other like very soon
I imagine so.
if he's free. Yeah,
We'll all be looking forward to it.
yeah, me too.
All right. Anything else you'd like to say to the adoring public here, Flouflouche, before we wrap it up here?
On public.
Or anything else you'd like to say to everyone before we wrap it up?
So I don't know. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your compliments. It's very nice to read, and I try my best to get. Come on. Sorry, how to say to catch up the result brackets. We'll see.
All right. Thank you once again, Flouflouche, for the excellent show. Make sure to give these runners a follow here because they have put on a great show for you today. And of course, make sure to follow our Zelda Speedruns channels here, Zelda Speedruns 2, Zelda Speedruns _3 for more tournament action. I want to, of course, thank all of our trackers here as well, Kid3124 and Tenacious Toad, and my co-commentator, Carlson and Peters. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Bobtastic. Give him a follow.
Apparently there's also a Zelda Speedruns _4. I was
There
just now made
is.
aware of this. Well, fair enough. And with that, I guess we probably want to hand it off to our administrator here to wrap it up. But I will just say that I have been Dr. Bobtastic, and I will see you all at a later occasion. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
All right. Well, coming up in the standard tournament season 5 world, it looks like so far our next scheduled match isn't until next Saturday, but that could change. So keep hold. But that match is on Saturday the 19th at around 3:20 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's going to be lower bracket round 6, Mr. Mario versus Yo-Yo Kanari. There's apparently one tomorrow also. Nope. Kid's lying. Don't listen to him. Okay. On the other game tournaments, we have a Z2R Max Rando tournament still going on. And that's on Sunday the 13th at around 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And MMR co-op tournament looks like it's also happening on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
I also know the Link to the Past AD Keys thing is going on. Some of that's going here on
Yes, I do see
ZSR
that
as well.
also. It's also happening on Sunday the 13th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So lots of different various tournaments happening. But we're going to go raid ZSR1. They're doing the weekly race. Don't spoil anything for them. They probably want to watch the match later. Thanks you for joining us. Have a good night.